Close your eyes and listen carefully. Do you hear that? A faint, bubbling sound coming from behind the wall. Some doors should never be opened, and some secrets are better left buried in the dark. Imagine reaching for the light switch, but the air around you suddenly turns ice cold. You cut the power to your neighbor's house, only to hear a sound, a soul-shattering moan coming from the bathroom. The story takes us back to 2004 in the desolate countryside of Deir, ez-Zor. A woman lived there alone while her husband was away. One day, she left the house, but she forgot. The water heater was still screaming. The water reached a lethal boil, and thick, suffocating steam began to pour out like a ghostly shroud. She called her neighbors, her voice trembling with a primal fear, begging them to cut the electricity before the house became a tomb. The eldest son, a man who feared nothing, climbed the wall. He reached the switch. Silence fell for a second. But then, as he stood near the bathroom door, he heard it. A wet, guttural, gurgling groan. The sound of flesh separating from bone. He pushed the door. The steam hit his face like a physical blow. The pipes were melting, dripping like black blood. But the room was empty. He fled in terror, his face as pale as a death mask, his soul marked forever. The next day, a whisper was heard against the walls, a voice calling the neighbor's name, cursing her. Within a week, the stones began to rain, heavy rocks falling from the ceiling of an empty house. Then, the final horror struck. The daughter entered that same bathroom and saw it, a creature with the skin of a beast and the face of a twisted monkey. It stepped toward her and spat in her face. The girl collapsed, falling into a shock that she would never escape. She suffered for years until she passed away in her sleep in 2017. The elders said, "You burned a child of the Jinn, and they came for blood. So, before you sleep, make sure your door is locked tight, because there are some guests at night who never knock. That is all, my friends."